Here we're starting with our 5A.1 Vocabulario. Estamos en el supermercado. Cognate. I think we know that supermarket. ¿Qué compras cuando vas al supermercado? What do you buy when you go to the supermarket? Well, here are some things that you might comprar. La perra is obviously a pear. La papaya. Obviously, we got some cognates here. El melón is just melon. La piña being a pineapple. La toronja, this is a grapefruit. La sandía for watermelon. La ciruela is a plum. And el durazno, a peach. We talked about this a lot this year. Not cereal, but el cereal. You notice here we have el té con acento, because té sin acento is a pronoun. Here, el té con acento is tea. And then el chiste is a joke. ¿Cuál es la fruta más paciente? Espera. Ha, ha, ha. In case you don't get it, it's saying it is a pear. But when you put it together, espera means he waits. A few more things you might find at the grocery store, the supermarket. La cereza for cherry, el coco, la frambuesa, la guayaba. I don't know if many of you have had guava. La mandarina for tangerine, la mora, a blackberry, and el plátano, a plantain. This can be a plantain or a banana. Some will say la banana, or you could say el plátano dulce, to be like a banana instead of a plantain, because plantains aren't sweet. All right, so a few things to talk about here. Había mucha gente en el supermercado cuando llegamos. Compramos la comida necesaria para toda la semana. So we're going to be dealing a lot with different tenses of preterite and imperfect in this unit. Here's some in context. Using había to say that there were a lot of people. And when we arrived, so that has imperfect and preterite. Compramos, preterite. Necesario or necesaria is an adjective that comes after the noun it's describing, to be necessary. Nuestro cereal favorito está en oferta. This isn't in red, but we need to know that en oferta is on sale. Consiguieron todo lo que buscaban. So, todo, and we've talked about this before, all by itself, todo is everything. If we had it as plural, all by itself, todos, that would be everyone. La papaya no va a caber, to fit in la bolsa. Bolsa is a word that we can use for bag or purse or pocketbook or whatever you want to call it. But this would be like if you're talking about just a generic bag, like a plastic bag that you put groceries in, bolsa. Ellos fueron anoche al supermercado. It's going to be important when we're using preterite and imperfect that we're picking up on things like adverbs of frequency that go specifically with different tenses. Anoche, last night, going with fueron. That's why we know. Se acordaron de. So this would essentially be acordarse. Sorry. Let me change that. Acordarse de is the infinitive of to forget. So forgot, and we'd put that usually with an infinitive to say what we forgot to do, to buy tea. Es probable, it's probable. Ayer hubo. Now, this is important to know, too, because generally when we're talking about the verb haber in the past, we would use había. Había being there was or there were. Hubo also means there was or there were. But this is being more specific about an event. We can tell here because it was yesterday, there were fewer people in the market. If we're talking about a specific incident that there was or there were, we would use hubo instead of había. ¿En qué parte del refrigerador estaban las toronjas? No las vi. So parte here is cognate for what part.